Let's get this recording started. Oh my goodness. What have we got going on? I tell you what, spy balloons from China, and now we're getting smoke bombed by Canada. It's horrible. Not so bad here today. We've had wind yesterday that pretty much kept the air clear. And the day before that, it was over 150 on the air quality index. And right now it's 61. So it's not too bad out here today. It was down in the 50s yesterday, which is okay. Okay. But man, areas up in the Northeast was over 400. That's deadly kind of stuff for people like me. So, oh yeah. Welcome to the Weather Command Center here in Southwest Ohio. And I'm wearing my Zonta shirt. Let me scoot up here. That's Zonta. That's one of my new shirts. I have to show it off. I'm waiting for a few more people because I'm only showing 16 people. Come on, gang. Hey, Lisa, Kat, Hawks, Hammer Drive, Bearcat, and everybody that's already scrolled up my screen. Got a few things to share while we're waiting for some more people. Hey, thanks for that sub, Hammer. I got an idea. I don't know if anybody is interested in this or not, but I forgot to show you guys that I got a calendar from Wolf Creek Habitat, and it's got different pictures of wolves. Here's this month. That's Loki, Arrow, and Nico. That's Nico. That's my Nico right there. Different than Nathan's Nico, but that's Nico. So, anyway, it's a really cool calendar. Beautiful pictures. I don't know if anybody would be interested in maybe having one of these calendars. I mean, crap, the year's already halfway gone. They didn't have these in stock earlier in the year when I went, and I just got these on my last visit. So, hey, Stacy. But they're $16. I can get them for 15. If anybody's interested, just let me know, and I'll get you one and mail it to you. Really cool calendar. I really love it. And there's actually one page that shows all of the wolves, past and present, that they've had there. And it's really cool stuff. Also, I don't know if Jane's in here or not. Crafter Jane made a painting for me. I shared it on my Discord. Ain't this a beautiful oil painting? First and only oil painting I've ever had. And she put that wolf on there. See the wolf? Beautiful oil painting. Did a great job. I think she's fairly new to oil. She's always done watercolors in the past, and I got a special place on my wall that it's going to go, and it's really cool stuff. So give Crafter Jane some love whenever you see her in the chat. She's I've known her for years. She was part of Stormview Live for years. And she's a really nice person up there in Eau Claire. So anyway, today's topic is the Canada wildfires. And I have not been able to find a really good way of forecasting the smoke. But I could show you guys over here on monitor 6. This is the smoke. This is using real earth. excellent sight that shows the smoke coming down. And not so bad down in here where I live. But you can see today, earlier today, the smoke wasn't so bad in New York. But it's going to get worse. You can see this real heavy red stuff coming down, even way up here. The fires is still brewing up there. Last I seen, yesterday they said 204 wildfires. The last that I heard this morning was 246. That's all across Canada. So why? Why are they having so big wildfires up there? Let's come over here to the studio. Now, the Democrats have already jumped on the green bandwagon and says that it's due to global warming. No, it's not. It's called forest mismanagement. We had the same issue back in, 3 years ago. Get the mic up here. 3 years ago, we had the same problem in California because of their policies out there. They just did very poor forest management. So, and that's the reason why, Lisa. Poor management from their forest department. They have started hiring people with sheep and goats to go in and eat the growth around the trees, which will help. It will help. But then they went all woke. So now they're giving migrants 3 times as much pay to use their sheep than our American herders out there. So, yeah, okay, Lisa. So, I haven't found a good way to forecast, but what I can tell you, there's going to be a break in the smoke. And first off, let's get over to the main screen. And I'm losing daylight. Let's go back 3 hours. There is... Whoops. Forgot to load a program. Jesus Christ. I keep doing that. I can't get it to auto-load. Anyway. So up here, we still got this low pressure system that's bringing all this smoke down from these fires that's all up in here. And, yeah, Pennsylvania, especially eastern Pennsylvania, has been getting it really bad. Then we've had a high pressure system, so we got a squeeze play going on that's really bringing that smoke down. So what do we do about it? Nothing. But there is hope. This is the GFS, and there's going to be a break. But I do believe the smoke's going to return next week. So here in a few days, here's another high pressure system right here that's not helping very much. Whoops. Why did that go all the way to the end? So anyway, the low pressure is not showing, but it's up here. We got this high pressure here that I was talking about. So that's doing a squeeze play on all the fires up that's up here. Now there's a bunch of wildfires out west. Haven't heard too much about it. It seems that, and I'll show you on the satellite view, the smoke is not coming down towards the U.S. It's mainly blowing east, the last that I've seen. But here in a few days... Okay, this page ain't... Yeah. I hate Pivotal. So we got a storm system coming. Come on. Let me reload. So, and that noise you hear is my air conditioner running. It's hot. The apartment. So here's a storm system that's going to be coming across here this next week. Hey, Lori. So let's follow. So naturally, the counterclockwise motion around this, we'll have north winds. Oh, Oregon had a tornado. Whoopee. Thanks, Lori, for the sub. Oh, that's rare. It does happen. All 48 states gets tornadoes. But it's rare in Oregon. So anyway, we're going to have, and I'll zoom in here, and we're going to have the winds blowing north on this side of that low. So that's going to blow the smoke away. Okay? But then watch. Where does that low do? Or where does it go? It kind of disappears. It comes up here. Well, guess what? The downflow side of a low pressure system is going to be bringing that smoke right back. Now, hopefully, this rain up here will really help them out. I heard earlier today that we're sending a whole bunch of firefighters. I can't talk tonight. Fighters. I'll get it right here in a minute. Up to Canada to help out. Hopefully, this rain will help. I hope. So that's what we got so far. Is we're going to have a few days of hope, and then the rain will come through. I think my rain's supposed to start on Sunday night, maybe into Monday. That'll help clear me out. And even though, by the way, that I didn't have real bad air quality here today, Cincinnati was horrible, and that's only like an hour south of me. They was really bad. No, nothing going on in the tropics. I was going to mention that if you would have waited. So yeah, we're going to get a few days break when this pressure system, this low pressure system, brings some rain, much needed, especially in my area. But then when it goes northeast, that wraparound will bring the smoke right back. So, and there ain't a darn thing we can do about it, but pray they get it. Speaking of some of the smoke, in New York, and I'm sure everybody's seen images like this. Look at this. This was yesterday. It's not so bad today. Actually, I got a live view up. There's New York right now. That's a live camera. Not so bad. It's still pretty hazy, but not near as bad. But it's a whole lot better than that yesterday. Oh my God. I couldn't believe some of that up there yesterday. Here's another image. I got these from Facebook. Thank you, Lisa. Here's a really cool shot. Before and after yesterday. Before the smoke on the top, same camera view on the bottom yesterday. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Mars. So there's a before and after. Here's one I shared yesterday. You can barely see the silhouette of the Statue of Liberty. That's how bad it was in New York. I don't know how people lived. I don't know how people went to work, to tell you the truth. But, yeah, that's a whole lot better. Matter of fact, let's see if I can get monitor 5 to work. Here we go. Monitor 5. Now the whole state of Ohio is in an air quality alert. Yeah, Hardy Bunch. Well, that's true. At least you are. But there was some whiny asses up there. Hey, Southpaw. But this red up here, that's an air quality warning up there in Canada. Duh. Surprised all of that area isn't like that. So it's possible. Like I say, I can't figure out a good forecast for the smoke. I can do anything else but the smoke. So here you can see some of the air quality numbers in the 100s, 150s. I mean, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad when it gets up here and 100s and more on the air quality index. That's horrible. That's horrible. People like me can't breathe. And look at this. Air quality alert this far south. Atlanta, Birmingham, Huntsville, all of North Carolina is under air quality alert. So what does the fires look like today? Which, Lisa, when I showed you that yesterday, most of the big fires was being obscured by the clouds, and they still are. But every now and then I can take a peek at them through the clouds. So I thought some of the fires had been, diminished, but it turned out they wasn't. So let's look at fire temperature. See these red dots? That's fires. And you can see some of it's hiding in the clouds over here. There's more down in here that I can't see because of the clouds are so thick. This is from the GOES 16 satellite. So the direction of the winds up here is kind of helping somewhat today, but it's coming down around like this. And thus, you don't see any clouds. So let's go look at the west side. GOES 18. And if you look real close, it's got to load up all the frames. You'll see the smoke like here and down here. That's blowing east. That's good for, like Montana, North Dakota, and that. So that's the reason why you haven't heard much about it. But all these little red dots, those are wildfires. Again, this is Western Canada. Now here you'll be able to see the smoke coming off of them. These are clouds blowing up. Let me pause this. These are clouds blowing off the mountain range. So that's not the smoke. This is the smoke here. And this lighter colored gray, or darker colored gray, that's the smoke from the fires. Let's see what we can see over here in the east. Yeah, I zoomed in too much. Gotta wait till it loads. Yeah, that's smoke. That's smoke right there. I do believe. Yeah, it looks like it. So, hopefully, here in a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, they'll get some rain up here. are up there. I doubt if it'll help a whole lot. It takes a whole lot of heavy downpours to put out huge wildfires, which is it's over 9 million. It's getting close to 10 million acres are on fire in Canada. So it's like I said, forest management. It's not from global warming. They have wildfires in Canada every year. It's just never this bad, and we never hear about it because the smoke don't come down and smoke bomb us. But not only does these particulates, which is smaller than half of a human hair, like 0.25 microns, those stick in your lungs, which is not good. So, yes, wearing a mask can help if you live in the smoky areas. But another thing that they found out, when smoke gets just as bad as it was yesterday in New York, people with heart problems can actually have heart attacks because of the lack of oxygen in their blood. So it can be deadly to some people. You stop and think about it, and if you're 90% breathing in smoke, you're not getting enough oxygen, so you can have all kinds. Can have strokes, heart attacks, long-going health problems from it, especially people like me with COPD real bad. So there was a lot of schools closed, and the ones that didn't close, I think a lot of parents kept their kids at home. Oh yeah, the young and the old are always the ones that get most affected by something like this. So back over to monitor 6. Here's another image of all the watches out. Of course, all this gray area here is air quality alerts. But look up here, northern Michigan, clear up there by Marquette. Didn't like me zooming in. All that red area there, that's red flag warning, which means they could get wildfires. That's all red flag warnings. So it's so dry in northern Michigan, which I thought they got quite a bit of snow up there this year, but apparently not. It's so dry up there, they got possibility of having their own wildfires. So let's go satellite imagery over on monitor. Let's try 6. So let's go look at land. And you see all this dry area in here? That's all dry air, really bad dry air coming right down through there and wrapping around. And the SPC, the next 3 days, does not show me getting any weather. Matter of fact, look at this. Nothing. Day 1. Day 2. Nothing. Day 3. Nada. A lot of that's from that smoke. I'm curious what Nathan has to think about this slight down here. There's a hatched area there in northern Texas. I haven't talked to Nathan, so I don't know what his thoughts may be for a chase. This, on day 2, it doesn't look that good. There's no tornado risk. From the text that I read from the SPC, I really don't give this much of a chance of playing with it. I think it'll just be some nasty crap. But as you can see here, a lot of this smoke is already off the coast. This out here is what was in New York yesterday and last night. So there's more smoke coming. Will it get to Wisconsin? I don't know. It's a possibility. Kind of looks like at this last frame here. Let me pause this and go to the last one. I mean, you got a pocket right there that's kind of headed for down here in Wisconsin. So maybe even a little bit in Minnesota, but it won't be near as bad as what Pennsylvania and New York, even Washington, D.C. has been really bad. So, and again, the fires are mainly up here. And over here you can see this is mainly going east. This is really bad smoke from those wildfires, but hopefully that low pressure system up there will keep those going east. Hopefully that low pressure system stays up there. That low pressure is about right there. So there you go, guys. That's all I've got. I just wanted to update you on what I've been finding out on the smoke. So another day or two in the Northeast, and then that storm system should be coming across, bring some rain, help wash out the air, and start giving winds out of the south, and that'll keep that smoke up in them guys' areas, you know, up there in Canada, them Canucks. And but then again, when that low pressure system gets further up to the northeast, then the wraparound could bring us more snow or smoke. Snow? I don't know where that word came from. So hey, Timmy. So again, if anybody's interested in a wolf calendar, even though it's late in the year, I'll see if I can get them cheaper since it's halfway through the year. Beautiful pictures in here. I mean, some of these pictures is worth framing. So that's Aya. And my buddy's in here somewhere. I can't remember what month he's on. So got some little bits of information and stories in there as well. They did an excellent job. And I would have thought they would have given it to me since I spent $350 sponsoring Nash, but no, I still had to pay for it. I had to pay for my shirts. So anyway, any questions? Again, nothing happening in the tropics whatsoever, even on the models. We do, before I go, I want to show you, forgot to show you guys this. Let's see here. Let's go infrared. We got all this junk down here, little tropical waves trying to form. It's not going to happen. There's a whole lot of wind shear right now going yonder as the trade winds are going this way. So I don't see anything happening down there. It's the wrong time of the year. And again, like I said on my last stream, basically it's this area here for this time of year for where we expect things to form. Well, I tell you what, I was going to show you guys the models, the GFS, and yeah, I know that guy, he's really hyping it up. GFS does show something really strong in the Gulf. So but only the GFS is showing it. And a couple of days ago, well, about 3 days ago, it showed it in a totally different area. It showed it as a system coming across Mexico and into the Gulf. The Euro is not showing anything like that. So that's the reason why I didn't show you the GFS model on it, because GFS always goes overboard. And the GFS always does. When the Euro now starts showing something, even if it's somewhere else down there, when it starts to show an area of vorticity at 5,000 feet, and the GFS does, then I'll start talking about it. But I don't want to hype anybody up. You know me, I'm all about the facts. And I don't trust the GFS because it showed the same thing, but coming from two different directions. The latest run that I looked at, it's got it coming from the south and crossing over the Yucatan and hitting Texas. Yeah, I don't believe it. It's too early. It's too early. The GFS has never been all that great. It goes way overboard. So when the Euro and the other hurricane models, the H-Warp and that, start to show something, then I'll get excited and I'll report on it. I'm keeping an eye on it every day. So don't worry. I'll let y'all know what's going to happen way before it gets here. So I used to watch his streams, but then he started getting clickbait. Pictures of things that never happened. You know, big cold front coming down next week. That was supposed to hit me. Yeah. 3 weeks later, I finally got a little bit of a cool down. So he was way off. He depends on the GFS too much to show up. I won't do that. I never trust one model altogether. Even when we're storm chasing, you know, if it's like the Panhandle of Texas, I use 3 different models. I use the NamNest, the RAP, and the HRRR. Yeah, that's the thing. You click on it, and that's the reason why they call it clickbait. You click on it, and then you find out he's not so much, you know, right, but it got you to click on it so his numbers go up. The algorithm picks up that you watched it, even if you only watched it for 2 seconds. So that's why they call it clickbait. So I don't do that. So anyway, that's all I've got for tonight. I hate to rag. Usually I don't rag on him by name. But, yeah, exactly, Lisa. I usually don't like, because I figure, you know, everybody's smart enough to know after watching my stream that a lot of what is said, not only him, there's several others on YouTube, is just all clickbait. So, anyway, that's all I got for tonight. Any bits that I missed, thank you very much. Thanks for those subs. Greatly appreciate it. Helps me keep all of this going. And, yeah, JoJo, you're ready for that pop at the top, ain't you? So, anyway, thanks very much. Greatly appreciate it. And you know what we say here. Peace. Pop that top for me. I'll catch you on the next broadcast. Stay safe. Have a good one tonight. Lisa, stay indoors.